This is Misa from MisaChristina.com. Today I'd like to ask you if you've ever analyzed the relationships in your life to see which ones are no longer serving you or might need an upgrade, and to release those that aren't serving you anymore and to bring in ones that do serve you. It's so important to have supportive people in your life. And you've probably heard about how you're the average of the 5 people you surround yourself most with. I want to ask you, who is a positive influence in your life? Who inspires you? Who supports you in pursuing your dreams? Who is there to offer tough love when you need it? Who reminds you of how amazing you are when you forget? Who pushes your buttons and challenges you to grow? Who mirrors your dark sides, bringing out the sides of us that we need to work on? You do want a balance. If everyone completely pleased you, you're probably not going to grow. You need your buttons pushed at some points. But most likely, those people will be brought to you regardless. Like, you don't have to go looking for irritating people. You're probably going to meet some that challenge you. So I would focus on building your network with people who are going to be supportive. Here are 3 things you can keep in mind while you go about deciding how you're going to remodel your social life. 1 is to let go, to just release those relationships that aren't working so that you create more space for ones that do work. So releasing relationships, it's not always easy, especially if you grew up in this culture where it's sort of assumed that you stay in touch, that friendships are forever. Family members, if they're family, they're family. Even if it's not working, you're supposed to keep seeing them. Or that you're supposed to make it work no matter what. So here are some tips to navigate goodbyes. Keep in mind that when you're in relationship with someone and it's really not working for you, in the end, it's not going to be serving them either. In the bigger scheme of things, you want a win-win situation, whether they realize that or not. Imagine if you're in a relationship and they're faking it. They're faking happiness and joy by being with you just so they don't upset you. Is that really what you want? So even if they don't seem to understand or they're upset that you are going to be walking away, you can do your best to explain, or not if you don't think they'll get it at all. But just hold a sense of gratitude to them for whatever they did bring to your life. And keep the big picture in mind. Also know that nothing is permanent, including relationships. And maybe it really was meant to be a beautiful exchange for 3 months or 3 years. And that's it. Like, the time is over. Like everything in life, things do change. Trying to hold on is like clenching your fists and hoping for happiness to land inside. Also know that you could put a pause, maybe putting a hold on the relationship is the best thing. Some romantic relationships do that, and you could do that with your friendship too, or even your relationship with your mother. So again, have a sense of gratitude for the time that you did have together, and wish them well. Send them off with love, even if you're releasing them because they were not helping you at all. You might also sense that you need to upgrade your contract with them. And this doesn't necessarily mean a written contract. Most relationships don't have written contracts. But this will be your intentional contract for the relationship. Why are you in partnership with them? What are you getting out of it? What are you offering? And what are the conditions that keep it a healthy relationship during the time you spend together? What are the boundaries that need to be maintained for the relationship to be a healthy one? And if the relationship is currently in an area that's not working, but you sense that with some adjustments to the contract, it could be an amazing relationship, then you be the one to intentionally hold that. You might even have a verbal conversation with the person, but you can also do it without verbal communication. If you hold the intention strongly enough and you act on it, and you carry yourself with that intention, then often the other person will start to shift. Whether they notice it or not, they'll sense the shift in you, and then they start to shift. Let me know if you have any questions around this. It really is a tricky area when we're not used to saying goodbye, when others in the society are not used to us saying goodbye to them, or having us explain that it's no longer in alignment and I love you, but I need to say goodbye. And if you have any experiences of your own where you successfully remodeled your social life, where you successfully said goodbye or upgraded the contract and revived a relationship, let us know what your experiences have been.